So magandang araw kabola. Sa video po na ito, pag-uusapan natin itong mga rumors po na naririnig po natin from PBA on the go kabola. And then pag-uusapan din po tayo another rumor of indecency kabola. So pero hindi klaro yung nakita po nating rumor about another babaero po na player daw. And then of course, if we talk po about trade rumors, ang ginagawa lang po natin, we are analyzing po. We are trying to think if it is logical for this team to think about it, nakunin yung mga sinasabi pong kukunin nila, etc. Then of course, we will share our opinion kung dapat pa itong paniwalaan or hindi. So sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe kabola, pakipindot naman po yung subscription button. Let's start with this one. So Ginebras Tolentino drawing interest from Phoenix and Alaska Aces. So ito nga pong si Arvin Tolentino kabola, maalala niyo po ba ito? Napakaganda ng kanyang naging rookie season. Nagulat tayo kabola kasi ginamit po siya agad-agad ni Coach Tim Cone. And Coach Tim Cone is of course not known for doing that. Pero last conference nga or last year, nawalan sila ng Greg Slaughter kabola. So may na-open up na playing time. And yun nga, ang isa sa mga nabigyan po niya is itong rookie po last year na si Arvin Tolentino. And he delivered. He's a very versatile player. Basically, he can play the 3, the 4, and even the 5 if needed. So, napaka-versatile po niya, napaka-skilled po niya, kabola. Ang nangyayari ngayon, kabola, is that, of course, dumating si Stan Heidinger. And, of course, Stan Heidinger needs the minutes. Kaya naman, nahati sa gitna. Ang minuto ngayon, itong si Arvin Tolentino. Pero, it doesn't mean po, kabola, na dahil yung numero niya po is bumaba na ng bumaba, ganoon na po yung quality ng play po niya. It's more of a yun po yung naging epekto kabola nung pagkahati nga nung kanya pong playing time. And now, sabi dito sa rumor, Phoenix and Alaska is interested in him. And for me, if you think about it, I think it's logical for both teams to have an interest po kay Arvin Tolentino. First, Phoenix Fuel Masters, ang konsepto lang nito is that they have in-prime team, wala sila masyadong young player, and they may want to get one who can actually help them right away then. So that could be Arvin Tolentino. And Arvin is a forward, so he should be a fine fit with their team, no? So, nung makikita nyo kasi sa team po ngayon ng Phoenix, they have a lot of this type of players that can play multiple positions. Jason Perkins, Macho Wright, nandyan po sila to play multiple positions. Of course, kayang-kaya din niyang gawin ni Vic Manuel. And then, some more. So, now, if you will add Arvin Tolentino to that team, it will be fine. They can still play together po kabola. Pwede nilang pagsabay-sabayin yan kasi nga Wright is more than capable of playing the point guard position, and he is also capable of playing the power forward position. So maganda kabola yung fit ni Wright dito sa team nito. Kumbaga pwede niyang siya yung mag-take over sa role po dati ng isang JC Ental. Pwede pong ganun ang maging galawan po ng isang Arvin Tolentino kabola into Phoenix. Well, Alaska is badly in need pa din naman ng mga player po that can stretch the floor. They're still one of the 3 worst 3-point shooting team this tournament. So, adding a capable shooter in Tolentino, although inconsistent po siya, will be a good find. And of course, he is also a forward. So, again, madali rin po siyang i-fit. They already have carryable frontline rotation naman. So, strengthening po yung forward position will be fine. Makakasama niya doon, sina Robbie Herndon, sina Gab Banal. So, yung pagsali niya po doon sa position na yun, pwede kasi nga, very versatile naman po na player. Itong si Arvin Tolentino. Although, between the two teams, of course, obvious naman ko kung sino yung team na mas may maraming bala na pwedeng i-offer po sa Barangay Ginebra. And that's, of course, Alaska Aces. Kasi nga po, ang Alaska Aces, hawak po nila ay 2 first round pick. Hindi lang po yung kanilang first round pick ang kanila pong hawak. Hawak din nila, of course, yung first round pick po ng Phoenix Super LPG. And currently, top 4 pick po sila. Pero for me, they should not give up one of those to get an Arvin Tolentino. If they give up one of those for Arvin Tolentino, dapat may dagdag at the very least, diba? So, yun po yung mga tinitignan po natin yan. Next po natin, kabola, is this rumor nga, dinawit itong si Bo Belga, pero hindi klaro sa akin, So, kasi parang may napost ata sa social media yung asawa po niya. Tawang-tawa ako, FYI, repost lang from Tita May. Pag ayaw magbago ng asawa mo, magbago ka ng asawa. One thing naman is that hindi klaro sa akin kung ano yung pagbabago or yung problema niya kay Bo Belga dito, di ba? Maybe it's all about the eating habits naman ni Bo Belga, yung sinasabi niya hindi magbabago, di ba? And kumbaga talagang just for laugh lang itong na-post niya. Pwede rin pong ganun. Although may follow-up post po kung saan may mga nakalagay po ni screenshot. of messages pero hindi rin naman klaro kung kanino po itong mga messages na to at wala namang sweet thoughts or sweet nothings po dito. So, I just do not want to assume kung ano pong ini-imply po dito ni PBA on the go at the very least. Pero kung ang nabanggit na kasi dun sa una is Salalon and Thompson, parang ini-imply ba niya is nambababae din po si Belga. Parang wala naman klarong ebidensya about that, ano? So, makikita nating post kabola. Although we will try to check it again for the next video kung meron na pong new update ng asawa po ni Bo Belga. Going back po to Ginebra, nagbigay po ng listahan si PBA on the go ng mga posible pong mawala or basically matrade po ng mga Ginebra players with MJ Ayay, Brian Enriquez, Prince Capiral, Raymond Aguilar, Ken Salado, Arvin Tolentino, Jeff Chan, and Christian Stanhardinger. Of course, almost yung lahat ng inch of the bench guys lang naman po yan ng Ginebra kabola. And si Stan is the biggest name. And again, klaro naman sa atin yung current po na issue po kay Christian Stanhardinger. Again, yun nga po, mukhang hindi naging maganda ang unang fit niya po with Barangay Ginebra. And his contract will be up po this season. So, may posibilidad nga po na lumipat na po siya ng ibang liga. He has that option naman na, of course, hindi pwedeng kontrolin siya or hindi siya payagan actually po ng Ginebra kasi may mga pinayagan na silang players, si Kiefer at saka si Ray Parks, and even Ray Parks mas malala yung sitwasyon niya, di ba? Pero pinayagan nila. Now, so if Christian wants to play in another league, they should allow it, and I'm pretty sure they will allow it naman siguro. Yun nga lang, maging malaking kawalan talaga ito sa Ginebra, di ba? In a way, kasi parang they gave up Greg Slaughter for nothing. Although kagandahan lang po niyan naman is that they still have this championship contender po na roster. Remember po kabola, ano? Wala namang nawala po dun sa championship core po nila from last year. They still have all of the important pieces. So, they may just want to rerun it and they may have a good chance pa rin po of winning championships. Now, dito sa listahan, ang pangalawang pinakamalaking pangalan is of course Prince Capiral. Pero Prince just played really well po dun sa quarterfinals and even in their game against Phoenix for that right po to the number 8 seed. And I also think na kung si Stan Hardinger nga po is umalis, Capiral is showing that he's more than capable to be the partner po of Japet Aguilar, and fit-wise of course that is much better actually kasi nga po Capiral is a capable shooter, although napansin ko din talaga na hindi siya masyado na rin ginagamit ulit ni Coach Tim Cone as a stretch big, ano. So I just hope ma-maximize po yun ni Coach Tim Cone in the upcoming season and just basically take advantage of it. From the other names pa, of course, interesting din dito si Enriquez, yung rookie po nila. Ayay was basically a free agency signing, so he may not have that much of a trade value, pero of course, they can use it through one of their farm teams para magka-value siya, di ba? Ginagawa naman po nila yan palagi. Arvin Tolentino, napag-usapan na natin kanina yan, very interesting player. Almost fit siya sa lahat ng team kasi nga, very versatile po niya. Ken Salado, highly touted amateur player, pero yun nga, nabangko siya dito sa Ginebra kasi nga sobrang lalim ng guard rotation nila or more of hindi talaga nagbibigay ng minuto. Ito si Coach Tim Cone, hindi niya gustong kuhanin ng minuto po from Sonny Pringle at LA Tenorio, kaya yan, halos walang maibigay po dito kay Ken Salado. So overall, this is fine. It's logical. Kasi end of the bench guys lang naman, di ba? So, walang namang nabanggit na Tenorio, wala namang nabanggit na Thompson. So, you can say this is fine, di ba? They may try to trade a package out of this that can improve their roster. And that as po kung meron silang mahanap na trade. Kapag baka ano sa palagay mo, gagalaw ba ang Ginebra? Comment lang po sa baba.